Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another video. In this one, I think you can probably tell we ended up buying a new microphone. This one is, I feel, a little bit better than the other one. Once I get all the kinks figured out and everything, it should be a lot better. But something has happened, and I kind of wanted to look into it a little bit because I'm very interested in it. So the Portland Trailblazers season is over. They are 14-28. I think it's safe to say that they're not going to be in the playoffs. But one player on their team, since they've kind of just said fuck it, who has been playing out of his mind, is Scoot Henderson. Now, I understand his stats for face value don't look good. 42% from the field, 35% from three, 77% from the free throw line. Not great. Actually, you could argue that this season for Scoot Henderson has been worse than his rookie year, which is, shocking to say the least. However, if we go to the game logs and go to this year and look at his last 4 games, the dude has been balling. Specifically after his game against Brooklyn, where he scored 39 points. Granted, he had 4 personal fouls and 4 turnovers, but he had 39 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds. Shot 62% from the free throw line, but he shot 8 of 10 from 3 and 13 of 18 from the field. And I've noticed, recently, since this particular game, even in the last, I guess, after the first 25 games or whatever, they've allowed this man to start taking access to like 6+ threes a game. And I get that he's not the greatest shooter in the world, but in his past 4 games, he's been playing very well. Granted, turnovers are still a problem, and so are fouls. He's been fouling the shit out of people since he entered the league. But in their loss against Houston, Houston's a good defensive team. He had 21 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, and 11 assists and 5 rebounds, while shooting 54% from the field and 60% from 3. Even his most recent game, which was yesterday against the Chicago Bulls, he had 25 points, 2 steals, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds while shooting 75% from the free throw line, 37% from 3, and 53% from the field. You're noticing his game score numbers are steadily increasing. He's actually been playing decent basketball. It's very inconsistent basketball, but this is probably the most consistent stretch of games I've seen out of him in his entire career. So I thought what we would do for something a little different, being that we're not getting any Pacers basketball for like 5 days here, is take a look at this game where he scored 39 points against the Nets and just take a look at what has changed. So let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Blazers start offensively, getting Anthony.
Good drive down the lane, wide open dunk.
And there's Scoot.
Clowney banks in a triple. Henderson with it. 8 fakes, drives it.
Good follow. Good putback slam. He's uber athletic, man. Like, he doesn't look super athletic, but like that's like the cool part about him. Like I'd actually like to see Scoot Henderson in the dunk contest. Like, he's short enough but athletic enough to a point where I think he could do it and like do a good job at it.
Simons crossing over, sees 2 defenders on a base.
Oh, he is wide. Look at this. There's nobody within fucking 10 feet of this dude.
Fine, hooks it on top. Scoot a catch and shoot 3.
Good wide open 3.
Filling it up early.
Anthony getting off the basketball when he sees the extra defense. The gate's ready to go against, because there
he is again, wide open.
You see throughout the league
a good pump
on
fake.
A nightly basis. Oh, Scoot Henderson has it going.
Confidence.
They play with the marquee level of.
Oh, the fucking goggles are gone. Yo, tell me he got like laser eye surgery or contacts, bro. Because like, as somebody who wears glasses, right? Wearing glasses and trying to play basketball is the most frustrating thing in the world. You're constantly worried about them falling off your face. In some ways, they obstruct your vision. Like, yeah, they make it better, but like the rim of the glasses and stuff can, restrict your vision and stuff like that. I'm wondering if that's what happened, because like a lot of people don't know this, but when Rudy Gay played for the Sacramento Kings, he had 1 year that was really bad, and then I think the next year his numbers were a lot better, at least percentage-wise were a lot better, and I remember he had an interview saying that, like, yeah, my vision was terrible. Like, I couldn't see anything. He's like, and you don't want to admit that because you don't want to take time out. You know, you don't want to sit down or whatever. But Scoot Henderson, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is good. This is, this could be the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your vision's bad, I don't care what you play professionally. You can be a professional at anything. If your vision is bad, you're not going to be good at it, man. Like, I'm just, like, even with pool, man. Like, I play pool, and, like, even though you only got to look, anywhere from 6 to 9 feet down the table, if your vision is fucked up, man, you will fuck up shots. Like, when it comes to the finer shots you have to shoot, you'll fuck them up. So, I like this. I love the idea that he's, like, the goggles are gone. This could be the turning point for Scoot Henderson. I know that sounds kind of crazy because there's still a lot he has to work on. He's still very young. He's got to work on, stop turning the ball over. He's got to work on not fouling people as much. In the last 4 games, dude's got like 13 fouls, okay? But still, from what we can dissect from this game, and probably some of the other ones, is he's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure the NBA out. So I like that. You know, I'm at a point now where I try to wait 3 years before I really criticize players. But it's nice to see Scoot, like, playing with confidence and shooting jumpers with conviction a little bit rather than just looking like he's just chucking the ball at the fucking basket and hoping it goes in. So I like that. I like that a lot.
Energy. And so Scoot gets rid of it here to Chris Murray. Pump it outside to Henderson.
Hand in his face. That's just confidence, man. That's a confident jumper. D'Angelo Russell had his hand in his grill, and he still fucking made that. Like, that was all bottom, too.
13 points. The only double-digit quarter.
Like, look at this. Hand in his face.
Scoring of the season.
And he still drained it.
Scoot into the lane.
It's a really good thing, coaching his coaching staff, where they come out of that timeout after Jordy Fernandez called the timeout on that offensive end.
Get back
for
to him.
Brooklyn, and instead of
He turns the corner, step back.
The Blazers were.
Oh, you got to stop it. See, like, the cool thing is, too, like, coming into the league, Scoot wasn't really known as a three-point shooter. Scoot was mainly known as, like, a John Wall type of guy, John Morant type of guy. Guy who was, like, uber athletic, could maybe play some defense for you, which, granted, on the NBA level, his defense has been kind of horrendous. But, he was never really known as a three-point shooter. So the idea that it looks like he's starting to develop a three-point shot is a very good sign for him, man, because I'm going to be honest with you, if he would have went through this season too without developing a jump shot, it doesn't look good, man. And the G League doesn't really, at least the G League Ignite anyway, doesn't have a good reputation for developing players. The G League Ignite is essentially AAU, but for the NBA. There's not a lot of team ball being played. Everybody's trying to get a highlight reel so they can impress scouts and shit like that. So the idea that Scoot Henderson went to this level, you know what I'm saying, went to the NBA, and it seems like he's finally starting to adapt a little bit. Took him a little bit longer than people would like. I still think he was taken a little bit too high, but it's just the idea, like, it's nice to see, like, he's finally coming into his own, because I put out a community post about a week ago now saying, like, are we ready to, like, admit that Scoot Henderson is a bust? And sure enough, like, he just, anytime, it seems like for whatever reason, as soon as I talk shit about players, they just magically start fucking playing out of their fucking minds. It happened with Andrew Nembhard, right? Now it happened with Scoot Henderson. So I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. But he looks confident, and that's a lot, man. That does a lot for players, especially a game like this where you go off for 39. We saw that with Tyrese Halliburton too, right? Where, like, Tyrese Halliburton was in a slump for most of the first half of this season, or the first quarter of this season. Then he had that one game, I think, against Chicago where he went off for like 30 and 12 or 30 and, yeah, it was like 30 and 13 or 33 and 13 or some shit. And after that, like, he got it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he maybe had a game or two after that wasn't that great. Tyrese Halliburton has had consistency problems all year, but he's, like, he finally started to break out of it, you know? And I feel like that's the type of game this was for Scoot Henderson, because the next 3 games after this, he actually played relatively well. So, except for actually the one game he shot like 27% from 3, and didn't shoot well from the field, but anything that you can do to get more consistency out of Scoot Henderson as a Portland Trailblazers fan is something that, like, we're here for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy into it. So
Zone. Okay, so
In the first quarter, 6 of 6, 4 of 4 from three-point range.
Look at, he's wide open, dog. Like that's all bottom. That's a great jumper.
Finds it in the corner, and he continues to struggle.
He has to realize though, like all these jumpers not gonna like that's wide open. All these jumpers are not gonna be wide open though if he continues to knock them down. Like that's the other thing. It's like, yeah, you're hitting them now, but they're gonna stop leaving you this wide open for threes.
Simmons digging in defensively.
Oh, good screen by Ayton. He could have just taken that three. Oh, good pass. Good lob. See, like he's been killing him so much. He drew the double team and then had the lob for Ayton.
Give him some length on the inbounds. Kamara will advance it to Scoot. He gets by defenders. He's in deep. He's going to get a floater.
Good floater. Hey, Tyrese Halliburton, if you're watching this, you better be taking notes, dog. I'm just letting you know, like that shit right there. Yeah, you need to start doing that shit.
Scoot Henderson scores. 3 and 4/10 seconds remaining in the half.
That was clean too.
Has not played a lot this season, as you see Scoot taking the ball.
Good pass. Oh, it was an all right pass. I'm not gonna call it great, but that was. You know what though? He threw that pass knowing that his man was supposed to be there. Like I know that pass looked bad, and even I was like, but like. Do we got slow motion? We do, right? Playback speed. Let's go like 1.5, right? If we go here. Oh, that's faster. Hold on. We need to go slower. We'll go 0.5. But look at this. He turns the corner and knows where his guy is supposed to be. And he leads his guy away from the defender too, which is good. So, and then great pass to the wide open man in the corner. Yeah, it looks like the Portland Trailblazers finally starting to buy into that offense a little bit.
Will still be that person, as Brooke just talked about at the event last night.
Good rebound by Scoot and good put back. He's putting himself in the right positions to score too. Like he's letting the game come to him as opposed to trying to force shit, which is what I feel like I saw all last year out of Scoot Henderson. Like he's taken what the defense has given him now, and that's working for him.
So Henderson split a pair of free throws, is 30 tonight.
Like look at this, wide open.
He's up a triple.
Like that's what you got to do, man. Like you can see it. Like you can see it he's starting to understand the offense. He's starting to understand like I don't got to force shit, man. Just take what the defense gives me. And the idea he's hitting his threes. Like I'm not saying he can't create. We all know that like yeah, he's not going to Kyrie Irving anybody, but he can get to the basket. He's uber athletic. And it just feels like a lot of the times this dude was just trying to do shit that he simply just wasn't capable of. And now instead of trying to force shit, he's letting the offense come to him. And it's at least in this game, he let the offense come to him. And it paid off for 39 fucking points. But I like it, man. I like this for him. It shows that he's finally understanding the NBA game.
Here and knocks it down with great authority. 7 of 8 from 3, 33 points, tying a career high. Simmons is upended.
I'm telling you, I think the goggles had something to do with it. Like, look at this screen here.
Behind the back.
Good slip. Like, this is a mismatch right here. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is a mismatch. You have, what was that, Donovan Clingan down low on what looks like a point. I don't know if that's Ben Simmons. Who's that? I don't know. But that was a good pass. Is that Cameron Payne or something? I don't know.
Down the baseline, he wriggles into the air and laid it in.
I don't know. I know if it were me, if I saw that mismatch, I was going to it. Like I was finding a way to get it there.
Fouls play solid defense.
Scoop and the shoulder fake, step back.
Dude, like he's great to it, stopping and shooting. TJ McConnell made his entire career doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just stopping and shooting that little fucking 4-foot jump shot. Like
mid-range got it, and he realizes
he can really. It's cool too because like Scoot Henderson can really like if he can shoot threes, he'll be able to shoot from anywhere on the floor. That's a big deal. If you're a Portland fan, that's a big deal.
He clinging with the board. Scoot will dispatch it quickly.
Look at that stop. Stops on a dot. Bang. That was great. That's, I think, the last clip in this whole highlight. But I'm going to be honest, man. I think it was the goggles. I think it's a plethora of different things. I definitely think the goggles didn't help. I think he's finally understanding the offense. He's letting the offense come to him. He's not taking bad shots anymore. He's not forcing shit. The turnovers do need to go down. The fouling needs to stop. We didn't see that in this game. Obviously, this is all highlights. They're not going to show us the lowlights. But it's just the idea. I like it for him because this is probably the biggest display of improvement I've seen out of Scoot Henderson in a while. And then after this, he's been playing very, very good basketball. But I think this was a good game for him. He let the offense come to him. Like I said, it was a confidence builder. I really think Scoot Henderson needed a game like this just to show people he belonged. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when he was drafted, man, people expected him to, like, there were people legitimately debating, you know, who should go number 1, him or Victor Wembanyama. I didn't think it was even a question, but the idea that it was a question on YouTube and people were bringing it up, I was like, all right, like, Scoot Henderson is probably, like, he's a good player, but, you know, I'm not really high on G League Ignite prospects, you know. I'm not high on anybody that doesn't see some type of college level ball. Granted, Cooper Flagg is playing in college and had, you know, Team USA reps last year against Anthony Davis and some of those guys, but it's just the idea. This was a really, really good showing. I might actually even look at the Houston game. I don't think I'm going to do that now. Maybe I'll look at it some other time, but I'm just glad to see the dude. Like, I'm glad to see Portland didn't trade Damian Lillard for fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, the Damian Lillard trade in Milwaukee is only now starting to work out. And, you know, same thing with Scoot Henderson for Portland. It's only just now starting to work out. I do think that the Trailblazers are going to try to trade DeAndre Ayton at the trade deadline. I just, and like Jeremy, I just feel like the Portland Trailblazers are going to try to unload everybody. The Cooper Flagg sweepstakes are here, and if you can have a team of Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, and Cooper Flagg, you got a pretty good core to grow around there. You got Donovan Clingan. They've been very good at drafting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been an okay team when it comes to drafting. I mean, granted, up until this point, we all thought that Scoot Henderson was a bust. Even Shaedon Sharpe has not been, you know, stellar. He's been good, but he's not a guy that I look at and I'm like, you know, he's fucking wowing me. Because even Shaedon Sharpe's efficiency levels are not all that great. I mean, if we go to Portland here and we look at Shaedon Sharpe, who's a guy I know Portland that Indiana Pacers fans wanted. He's shooting 45% from the field, but 31% from 3. 80% from the free throw line shows that a jump shot is there. Shaedon Sharpe has shown a lot of improvements in his last 5 games. You know, he's averaging, let's say, 23, 13, 12, 21, 22. He's still, it looks like, you know, 8 of 18, 5 of 14, 9 of 17, 7 of 20. The problem with Shaedon Sharpe is he scores 20 points a game, but takes about 20 shots a game. The 3-point shot is still not, it's just not there. I don't know. Like his 3-point, like his rookie year was the best 3-point shooting percentage he had, and it seems like the more volume he gets, the less he shoots. When I see that you're taking like 5.5, almost 6 threes a game, and you're still only shooting 33%, that just tells me that you're taking bad threes. Or, I don't know, maybe you're like Scoot Henderson and have a fucking vision problem. I don't know. But, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. You know, I was not high on Shaedon Sharpe. I think he'll be a good player. He's going to get better over time. He's only 21. But, yeah, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy for Scoot Henderson. I'm happy for the Trailblazers because I'm glad they didn't get super fucking fleeced. But, you know, the future for them is bright. It's still a long way away from them being anything competitive, but it's a step in the right direction. You know, it's nice to see you have Donovan Clingan. Like, I mean, Donovan Clingan had 14 rebounds so far in this game. He's a what is he? CAWB, we call it, me and a guy I work with, a cold-ass white boy. So, yeah, I like it. You know what? Happy for Scoot, happy for Portland. If you're a Trailblazers fan, I don't see how you could be mad at this. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think about the new microphone as well. I spent a lot of money on it. Hope you like it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.